Hey,
Hello
hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Morning Musings with Mimi, Moa.
and Oma.
All right. Yeah, we're a little bit crazy this morning. But hey, I guess that's just a sign of the times, isn't it?
Yes, because 2020 is going to be a verb. Oh, that's 2020. Oh, that's 2020. And that's kind of our topic today, 2020.
I saw that somewhere that, people are going to say things like, oh my gosh, I'm so 2020. It's going to be used in a lot of phrases like that. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's all right. But we do know because we are, well, let me just say this. We take our spirituality serious, but we don't take ourselves serious. And we know that there's still some shit show left, really. There still is some shit show left in 2020. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I don't know. That's probably not a very good expression.
Well, really, it ain't over till Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto get the hell away from each other. That's when it's going to be over.
Okay. So maybe one of them is the fat lady.
Well, yeah. Well, let's see. Saturn is Capricorn, and that's our institutions. And Jupiter is expanding and changing. And then there's good old Pluto, controlled by Scorpio, that believes in order to change, we got to take it apart, we got to burn it down, we got to transmute it. And so that astrologically is partially what's been going on. And actually, truthfully, astrologers were talking about this period of time without any idea of what it was going to mean. So as much as I like the idea of saying that's 2020, I really want on New Year's Eve not to be like, God, it's over. I really want to say, God, there was a lot of stuff, and kind of shift that craziness of 2020 to feeling good. Because what good will it do to make it continue this crazy, chaotic, whatever we're going to be studying from years from now? We're going to be sitting with our coffee going, hey, Mimi, remember 2020?
No, I forgot yesterday. How the hell am I supposed to remember 2020? No. But no, I mean, totally. And I heard someone say something, and this kind of really resonated with me too, Oma, was, so start now shifting some belief systems and stuff like that, because I think that people are really going to be like, oh, it's New Year's. They're going to be opening their champagne and they're going to be drinking it. And they think that they're going to wake up January 2nd and everything's going to go back to normal. But, I mean,
I kind of like how you skip January 1st. How you spend your December 31st.
Oh, crap. That's right. I was thinking we were celebrating on January. Oh boy. Well, okay. So I'm sleeping most of that day. No, I'm just teasing. Right. They're going to wake up January 1st and they're going to go, okay, 2020 is over. Everything's back to normal. I am going to go back to what I've always done. And that just ain't happening. That just ain't happening. So the sooner we can start just shifting some of those beliefs, the easier it's going to be to make that transition and not feel like it's just going to be, completely done, because I just don't think that that's going to be reality. Well, and you know how much I love to stay in reality.
No, not really, guys. I mean, it's like the meme out there that says, we're all in the same storm, but we're in different boats. But how we sail those boats is really important. I really think, there's a lot of tapping on our shoulders, and we're not going back to where it was before. We've learned way too much. We've come a long way, baby.
And I'm kind of okay with that, because I think that what it has done is shown us that some of the things that have been in place forever just really don't serve us anymore. You know what I mean? They don't serve our needs anymore. So I'm kind of okay with going that. But you know how sometimes you don't see things right in front of your face? You know what I mean? So so this is where we might have to take out the namaste nunchucks and give you a few and give you a little tweak because, and I feel like that if we can kind of like, yeah, namaste nunchuck right now to get people into kind of thinking, you know, what is it about you that, that you can start changing and even your beliefs so that you don't wake up January 1st and go like, what do you mean it's not gonna be done or everything's not going back to normal? So Kitty has some namaste nunchuck stories of herself because when I was saying that, I was referring to her not seeing what was in front of her face, so I'll let her tell you those. I'm not gonna tell.
Yeah, I had a couple. I still kind of suffer from divine does a lot, you know, like, oh, gee, why did it took me 60 years to see that? What was the one recently? I almost don't remember. What was that one? Where I just went, oh, she actually watched me make the connection in my head while we were talking. I went, you know, it's taken me 60 years to get that, but hey, it's better than never getting it. You know?
Yeah, well, that's true.
I just think, and that's actually a gift of 2020, is that as we sometimes look at other people's behaviors and things just seem crazy, to say to ourselves, you know, there's something in this chaos, something that is reorganizing. Our institutions are reorganizing. And if I don't know what's going to happen, how can I send out a better vibration towards a better outcome than to sit there being afraid? You know, it doesn't change the outcome. So if I can just feel better on the journey getting there, then I won't be any more disappointed if it doesn't come out what I think should happen. So, yeah, there are some really lost thoughts that I'm recapturing. Going, oh, come on, you know, as I
okay,
learn.
but the reason it's so funny is because she has like this memory that never forgets anything. So I'm like, how did she, and she makes connections to this, and that's how she remembers them, and she's got all this. So then when she doesn't have that connection, I'm like, how did you not make that connection?
Well,
so I just had to needle her about it because it's like, you remember everything. I remember crap. And I mean nothing. And so when she doesn't make that connection to something that you think would be fairly obvious, I have to point it out to her because that's natural.
I'm just a living example of we have things, we are disconnected parts to our body, and all of a sudden we pull it in and go, oh, really? You know, and I can tell you one that happened from we teach a class in our other alternate personalities, and where we were talking about
a more serious personality.
Yeah, our more serious personality, where we talk about beliefs. And I had identified years ago that I had a belief from little being taught to be a good girl. And I'm very aware of it, and I connected it to all these things. And then all of a sudden I say, oh yeah, I used to ask my parents what they wanted for Christmas, and they said, good kids. Oh, maybe that's where that belief came from. 60 years it took me to get to that, but that's what my parents always said. And they didn't mean anything by it, but as a little kid, that's, I have to be good, because that's what you want, is a good kid. So, you know, it is kind of that divine, duh, oh yeah, wait a minute. So
like
yeah.
Right there. But you know what? But that's what 2020 is all about, really. Yeah. 2020 is all about making those realizations. Kind of going back. We kind of go forward, but yeah, we're going back a couple times. We're evaluating our beliefs. We're evaluating our judgments. Do we still want to hang on to those? Do we want to shift them? Do we want to change them? Are we the same person? You know, so that's what 2020 is doing, not just with the institutions, but we also are doing it within ourselves, you know? And I mean, I think that is a good thing about 2020.
Because Mimi, there's nowhere else to look for flow but in ourselves, because 2020 is not flowing. There isn't anything flowing about it. No. Just, you know, it's like,
there's a bunch of beavers.
Some of the
They're damming shit up.
yeah, some of the funniest memes I've seen are like the picture, if you're not our age and you never saw the movie Gremlins, there was a picture of the Gizmo, who was the main character, was never supposed to get wet, and it said, "Let's start September well," and had him in the sink, because when he gets wet, he multiplies, and that became part of the problem.
And they were evil. They were not nice.
They were not nice, no. I saw another one where there was a cow flying by the front of the car, and it said, "If we're anything but 2020, I would think something of this, but it's 2020." So there is not a lot of flow around us. So the only flow we can tap into, and we're given an opportunity, is what lies within us. So, and kind of, if we can line that up, maybe the outside can settle down a little bit, you know?
Good thing the coffee is flowing. That's the flow that I go with every day. The coffee flow.
That's the only one we got right now. So, 2020 is just, so we have, let's see, this is September of 2020 for who's ever watching this, near the end of September. So we got October, and we got November, which is in the United States, our election. And I need no disrespect. And then we have December. So we do have 3 months, a full quarter of the year, to be looking at what can we take from this year that we want to continue to do. What have we learned? And what are we not willing to go back to? I know I'm not willing to go back to being as busy as I was. I realized, oh my God, I was talking about a chicken with your head cut off. I was always running around doing this and this. All in the thing is, I was living my life, but I don't think I was breathing very much,
Yeah.
And at the end of the night,
Good point. What do we want to let go of? What do we want to take into the new year? I mean, because you don't want to, you don't have to completely revamp everything, but you do need to evaluate the things that are working, the things you still want to take in with you, like, I don't know, but.
Well, it sounds like your plan was not to have the first anyway. So sounds like you were going to take out a lot of 2020 in liquid on your way out.
There's some flow.
Yeah.
There's some flow for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it would flow me right to the pillow,
I'm flowing through that first day.
Well, and let's face it, it's more like this. Is it 12 o'clock yet? Can I go to bed? Can I go to
God. And I mean, and seriously, I'm a lightweight, I don't, not a big drinker of alcohol, once in a while. So if I did have as much as, we're talking about, I probably would sleep the whole next day. You know what I mean? But I don't want to do that. I don't want to give a day away. But.
Yeah, I have not gone to bed before 12 o'clock yet in my 60 years. So, I have managed to keep that up. So,
that's good. That's good.
I can tell you, though.
You get to see the ball drop?
Well, I watch the ball drop, and then the lights go off, and 12:01, I crawl into bed. So I saw the ball,
Yeah, well, my husband's usually way asleep before then, so I'm usually kissing the dog.
Well, I've kissed a few of those.
He likes it.
Well, it was many years.
I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I don't want to go to the new year yet. I just want to get through these next 3 months. I think we can do it. I think we can support each other and help each other. Laugh, play, do everything that brings you joy to your heart, because I'm telling you, there's going to be some tough times. We can see that, astrologically. We can just see that with our own eyes. You don't have to be a psychic or anything like that to see that. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So I guess the best advice I can give you is find someone, a good friend like I have in Oma, and laugh a lot, and just play.
Remember, laughter is a higher vibration.
Oh, that's right. Laugh yourself to a higher vibration. Oh my gosh, yes. And we had a lot of laughter. We were talking about the other day. So that's what you have to do. Every day, at least find a little time to play and to laugh and to enjoy yourself. It's the only way you're going to get through it, really.
And not take it seriously. So
That's right.
I think maybe our next Mimi and Oma can be about how we talk to ourselves in language, because it is pretty funny when you sometimes listen to it. So.
Oh, yes.
But
Yeah,
I think
know.
we're coming to the end of this. I'm Oma.
I'm Mimi.
Until next time.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.